Today we're going to be working on a portrait that I'm doing of a puppy. His name is Apollo. He's actually been at the Humane Society here in San Antonio for over like 200 days. So I'm making this portrait to be sold at a silent auction. So that's what we're going to be working on today. I've already been working on him for a little bit. This is about 3-4 hours of work, and so I've gotten about halfway done. I need to now do the mouth and the neck and the collar. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so this is on Pastel mat. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit better than just pastel paper, and it has a more sanded surface. This is tracing paper that I'm using to protect the paper so the pastel doesn't smear and so the oils in my hand don't get on the paper. So let's see, what are we going to start with today? I think we're going to start with the tongue because that's the center of it. So let's go ahead and get started with that. If I can keep hold of nothing. I'm just putting down a thin layer of this color first. So let's see. The back of the mouth is pretty dark, so let's go in with... Yeah, you'll work. Actually, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment. Yeah, like I said, this is about 3-4 hours of work so far. I'm trying to get it done, this one as well as 3 other pet portraits. Thank you so much. I'm doing this for charity, so I think this is pretty awesome too. And some black. Even though this is a black and white dog, I've been trying to not just go in with straight black. I've been trying to build up that dark color with brown and with grays. So give me 1 second. I just realized I forgot to get my sample sheet that shows me what colors I have. So just 1 second. Okay, I am back. So this is what I mean by sample sheet. It tells me what brand, what the color, and what the number is in that brand. And I have 3 different brands of pastel pencil I'm using. So let's see. For the tongue, it gets pretty bright. So let's go with Faber-Castell next. Let's go with 124. There you are. 124. And we're also going to go with 132. My cat knocked over my pencils and I just haven't reorganized them, so now all the colors are out of order. Poor me. There's 132. Thank you so much. I wouldn't say that my style is realism, but it's definitely like not like cartoony either. So I try just to make it look like how I see the puppy. If you want, let me show you the reference photo I have. This is the reference photo. This is of Apollo. I have it printed out because I just prefer to have my reference pictures printed out. Alright, so let's see here. The sun goes across his tongue in a diagonal. Alright, it goes a little bit that way. Oh, thank you, gaming. I'm not doing this for the subs. I do this because it makes me happy. Though, having more people to share my art with makes me happy as well. And like I said, these are pastel pencils, so they're kind of like chalk pastels, just in pencil form. I do have chalk pastels as rectangles, but I don't use those. And I don't use the pans either, because the pans are just really hard to control. Let's put down another layer. And if you guys have like any questions or anything, feel free to ask, because I'm here just to spread knowledge and to just talk. Okay, I need to get the dust off, so give me 1 second. And like I said earlier, this is for protecting the paper to make sure that I don't smudge it, and it's also to protect the paper from the oils on my hand. Okay, so let's see. I need to make that back darker, so let's go in with... do I want to go in with that with a dark bluish color, or do I just want to go in with dark gray? I used blue. Gave it like a purpley tone. Let's go in with this color. And I'm like I said earlier, I'm using 3 different brands. I'm using Faber-Castell, Conte de Paris, and Stabilo. They were just what was available at my local art shop, so I don't have like a preference for one over the other or anything. Oh yeah, that gives it a very pretty purple color when I go over it. Apollo here was actually the hardest one I was thinking that about doing for the animal shelter for donation. Because like I said earlier, this animal portrait's going to be for donation. I'm not selling it. I'm donating it to our local animal shelter to help them raise money. Okay. I think that's enough layers. Let's go ahead and blend it. Do the first layer of blending. And for blending, I either use a paper towel or I use a blending stick like this. So we're going to first go in with the blending sticks are for getting in those really niche little spaces. They're going to do that. And I actually do pet portrait commissions. So if anyone ever like wants a portrait of their pet, I could do that as a commission. And that's in like the bio of most of like my videos. Okay. This part of the tongue needs to be a little lighter, so we're going to go in with 132, make it a little lighter. Trying to make sure I'm on my paper. And everything pastel is just layering. You got to make sure you layer it enough. Like you can still see the colors underneath all the layers. And this portrait of Apollo, he's showing his teeth, and I don't particularly enjoy teeth. Teeth are difficult. They don't scare me, but they are difficult. So that's going to be a fun experience once I get to the next part of this. Okay. Now outside the line a little bit here. Gotta just fix it up. Alright, there we go. Okay, and do I want to go in with white? Do I want to go in with white? You know what? Why not? We're going to go in with white. So let's see here. Where's 110? There's 110. All right. So we're going to go over just a little bit. Just add a little bit of white. I don't want to add too much because I don't want it to get all milky and chalky. Okay. Just added a tiny bit. There we go. That looks better. All right, let me dust this off one more time. And the reason why I'm not wiping it or just blowing it with it straight down is the dust will go like this or it will smear. Like over here you can kind of see where I wasn't careful enough and now it's in the grain of the paper. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, now do I want to start on the left side or the right side? The left side has more teeth, so I think we should start on the left side. I actually think I need to go in a little bit darker here, but that's just, but that will wait. That can be one of my like little things that I do at the end. I tend to work from left to right when I'm doing pastel. I try to not go over the pieces too much. When I was doing the nose, because he has this white around his nose, I did the white and then I went in and I did the nose. So I started at the top and then I slowly went down and I met in the middle. Okay, so let's see. He has black, so we're gonna go start off actually with a dark brown. That's my light brown. Where's my dark brown? I'm losing my mind. Here it is. This part of his mouth is really dark, really like black. So I'm going to start by layering a brown, a gray, and then I'm going to go with black. Now let's see, are you my dark brown or my dark gray? You are 108. Yeah, you're dark. You're one of my darks. So let's go ahead and go here. You see, if I leave it just here, it kind of blends with here and here, and we don't want that. We want it to be able to stand out. So then we go in with black, and I'm using the Faber-Castell black, which is number 199. So let's see here. But I'm trying not to make it too black. I'm trying to keep the true blacks up here with the eyes. These are kind of a blue black. Like even in the ears, that's more of blues and grays. It's not true black, but I use true black here in the eyes because I want your eyes to be drawn straight to their eyes, to little Apollo's eyes here. Okay, now I have a smaller blender. Actually, I'm missing one. There should supposed to be 5 in here. There's only 4, but it's fine. I will survive. Let's take this little blender, blend it. And there we go. Put it back over here so I don't lose it, lose mind. Okay, now the next part has pinks and blacks, and it's a lot, and it even has highlights. So we're going to go in with our peach first, but I need to sharpen it. So sharpener, just so you guys don't mind the loud noise. There we go. All right, color it in. Okay. And yeah, here is where it should start turning more black instead of that color. All right, now, what color are you? 160? Okay, you're good. We'll use you. like I said, pastels, a lot of this is gotta blend it, gotta layer it. Alright, then we go in with this mini again. Just blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Make that gum. Make the gums of the little Apollo here. Okay, and then up here, next to his tongue, is a little bit more gummy, but it's gray, so we're gonna go in with the gray. There's a highlight here, so I'm adding the highlight now. Okay, there we go. All right, let's dust this off. That needs a little bit darker down here next to this tooth. I just did a naughty. I just did a naughty by blowing on it while it was sitting here instead of doing it up on top. So let's see here. All right, so I should start then doing this inner portion. Now getting that teeny tiny spot is going to be fun. So I'm going to try and make sure my pencil's as sharp as possible. And then we're going to go in with this blue black to give me a little bit of that shadow that I want. All right. There we go. It's blending with the tongue a little bit. I have to go in and fix that, but let's fix it now. Okay, that little bit of light helped. Let's try adding just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that helped. That helped a lot. That helped with definition. Okay. I really don't want to do the teeth. Teeth are just something I do not find the happiness with it. But I need to do the teeth. This is such a cute photo of him smiling that it has like so much character. I have to do the teeth. Alright, so let's see. The teeth are browns and golds. So let's see. I'm going to need... Oh, here it is. I keep my pencils in this little box. I don't have anything fancy. All these ones are for the step below. My Conte à Paris, since they're bigger, is in a bigger box. And then my favorite Pastel, those ones get to be in the fancy box. Though, like I said, my cat knocked over my favorite Castile box and they went everywhere and I haven't reorganized them by color yet. So that looking at that one kind of makes me sad. Okay, so let's see. Let's do... Actually, I think I'm going to have to get 103 out of the Faber-Castell. But first off, let's get the 615 out of this one first. There's 615. Alright, now let's see. Let's find 103. Here's 103. And 183, I think would be good. 183. A lot of this is just color theory, figure out what colors go where, which ones look nice next to other colors. And of course, these can't be the pure 103 because they're in the back, they're in the shadow, but they can have that highlight. All right, let me see here. You are lighter, so you are going to go first. We're gonna, yeah, when working with pastels, you also should try to work light to dark. I say I work however I want to work. I don't go, oh, I must work darkest to light. I don't do that when I'm painting either. There's probably a problem, but it's how I do things. Okay, take my little mini. There we go, looking like a real tooth now. That is a bunch of lines. All right, let me blow it off. Okay. All right, yeah, that looks good. Those teeth look good. Okay, now we're going to start moving down here to the front of the jaw and those teeth. All right, so up here is going to be more pinks and brown, pinks and grays, and the little black here on the chin that leads back up that way. But let's see, right here, what was I thinking right here? This is how I end up, most of my art being, I end up sitting here saying, what was I thinking when I was drawing this out? What was I thinking? But it is what it is. Big stretch, big stretch. Gotta keep your muscles limber. Okay. This is pink up here for the teethies. And it's actually more gray down here, but I still need to add a little bit of pink for that flush tone, for that flushy undertone. Alrighty, time to go with this bit. Okay, this fleshy bit is a little too dark. I need to add some lights to it. So let's try in by adding in this bright pink. Okay, that got to the right hue, but it's not the right chroma. Nope, I'm just going to go ahead and add white to it. Are you my 110? On my 110. I need to sharpen you. That's better. Much better. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll take a knife and they'll start shaving it like that. I don't do that because I am clumsy as fuck and I will end up hurting myself or hurting other people because I can't do that. I will end up losing the knife, I will drop it, I will slice my hand. We're just not going to do that. We just don't tempt fate. I don't tempt fate. Fate can kick my butt another day, another way, but not something completely avoidable that way. Alright, let's add some black here, just right underneath the lip, just to add some definition. Alright, now let's blow it off. If I can pick it up. There we go. Let's see, what time is it? It's about 1:35. So I'm going to do this for about another 30 minutes. I try not to do it for too long at a single time because if I do this for too long, if I stare at this for too long, I will lose my mind. And I will be like, oh, what if I did this? And what if I did this? Nope, nope, nope. I cannot do that to myself. I simply just say, I'm doing it for X amount of time and that is it. Alright. White teethies, and then we're just going to add a little bit of, which one of you is lighter? The 183. The 183, just for some definition. Usually what I do is I take the tips where I've been blending, and I'll take a rubber eraser and I will rub it on the rubber eraser to get off as much as I can. Alright, and these teeth are very bright, so I'm still going to go in with some actual white and just touch it up top. Ah, sorry. I got my flu shot Friday and I have not felt good ever since. Let's see here. Alright, so now we got to the front of the jaw where we have some teethies and we got some gums to show off. Let's go ahead and do, let's do the gum. Alright, now the top of the gum is pink. And then the bottom of the gum, that's where it gets all gray and stuff. So we're just going to go in with some light pink, fade it out. And by the time it gets over here to the tongue, most of that's black, but it still has that pink undertone. That's what I'm going for right now, is the undertones. So then let's go over here, grab some more of this. 08. Do I want to go with that dark that quickly? No, let's go with 704. This one. It's still dark, but it's a gray. It's not a true black. Okay, there. And then we can go darker with the 08. Okay, there we are. And down here is like black, but we're not doing that part yet. So there we go. My little blending tool. So tiny. It needs to be tiny to get all of those little spots. Okay, now where'd my mini go? There's my mini. Okay, now still need some whites, need some lights. So let's go in here with our lights. Okay. All right, now let's start with those teeth. Okay, so these teeth are pretty bright on top. They get darker on the bottom. So let's do that. Usually when I'm working, I'll have like an audiobook or something playing in the background, but I can't do that while I'm talking with you guys because YouTube will demonetize it. They'll be like, no. Okay, and now we're going to take some white. look a little too yellow at the bottom. Alright, there we go. So let's see here. I'm not gonna put my hand down on the fresh stuff without protection. Always protection, guys. Always protection. Okay. Maybe get the jaw done today, guys. Get the jaw done, and then we'll just have the neck left over. And the neck's mostly white, which is gonna be a pain. I don't particularly like the parts where he's white because white and black are the two hardest colors to do because you have to look at the undertones and everything, but it'd be pretty cool. So how about we start up here and we'll meet down here in the middle. Okay, so this is part of his gum, but this gum is all black compared to the pink over here. So we're gonna do some dark brown. Some dark brown, blue, black. And then we're gonna go with real black. Oh my gosh, everything keeps rolling underneath what I'm working on. I'm trying to make sure it stays in the picture so you guys can look at it while I work. Alright, now let's go over here, shade it out. Okay. Got the actual jaw bit done. There's the gums. And there goes my black. There we go. Alright, and now there is some light reflecting, some little highlights. So we're just going to go over here. And then we're going to take our little mini, gently blend. Don't want them to be too harsh. You still won't be able to see them. You don't want to be too harsh. So just dab, 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 dab. There we go. Okay, let's do those teeth that are in the back now. These ones have really bright over here on the right, but oh, I'm not using my paper. But they're really bright over here on the right, and then they get really dark on the left because they're in complete shadow and in the mouth. So I get to use all three of my colors again. Alright, and then we take the little mini and we blend it out. And then we can take, I don't want to go too dark, but I do want to have some shadows. So we're going to go with this blue, bluish pink purple color. Just add a little shadow. There we go. Now we blow away the dust. Not bad looking at all. Actually, I think I should add some of that shadow in all of it, and all the teeth, but I'll see how I'm feeling after I finish him. Okay, and then down here is just a lighter black, and then that leads down to a darker black down here. So this is going to be an easy part. Okay, so yeah, we got about 10 more minutes of this live. So let's see if we can finish the mouth, so that way we can say that we completed something on the live, guys. So let's see. 108. I want 704 first. There, 704. 704. It's lighter down here. And then a little up here. And like I said before, this is pastel matte. So it's thicker than paper, and it has like more of a sanded surface. So it's able to pick up more. This is what portraits end up look like if I use pastel paper. See how it has honeycombs on it? That's the texture of the paper to keep it. But I can't build up as many layers. And like on this, if I went in with white, you'll be able to see the white. But if I went in with white here, it's kind of hard to see. So I have to take gouache, and I have to use gouache for my really white highlights. But I really enjoy this pastel matte. It's just pricey. One pack of it cost me almost $50. But it comes in 4 different colors. It came in a light gray, a dark gray, a maize color, and this color is called Buttercup. This color that we're using right now for Mr. Apollo here. Okay, and then we're going to go in with, let's see, are you the color I'm looking for? Yes, 760. Okay, and then we're just going to add a little bit of black here along the edge. A little bit of black here along the tongue. Okay, and now we're going to blend it. I'm going to start off with the big blender and have to change to the little blender halfway through. Okay. Now we take our little mini blender and we blend along the edges just to make sure we don't have any rough lines. Okay, and there is a little bit of a highlight along the gum line. So we're going to go in, we're just going to put in that highlight there. And there is a little bit more of a highlight here. All right, there we go. Let me blow it off. And that, I think, guys, looks nice. I think it looks pretty nice compared. The tongue bothers me. I'm going to have to go in and fix that tongue. Because I don't... Let's go... how much longer do I have till noon? I have 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and fix the tongue. Let's see, what? I feel like it needs a little bit of purple, like a purpley pink. That's what it's missing. That's what the tongue's missing. Hi, everyone. Just a little background. This is Apollo. He's a pet that's at the Humane Society here where I live. And I'm doing this portrait as charity, so that way the Humane Society can sell it to gain some money. This is one of 4 pet portraits I'm doing, actually. I'm doing 2 dogs, including Apollo here, and 2 cats. So this is actually probably what our lives are going to be for the next, like, how long it takes me to finish. So far, this has been about 4 or 5 hours of work, including what we've done today. And if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. Right now I'm working on the tongue. Today was mostly the tongue and this bottom jaw, which I think turned out pretty nice. So, let's see. I really do think he needs a little bit of purpley. Let's do 194 for the favorite pastel. $194. let's go ahead and sharpen it. Okay. All right. A little bit darker back here. All right. I'm going to blow it off. There we are, everyone. What we've gotten so far for Apollo. Now all I have to do is finish his neck and his collar, and he is good to go, and I can get him... Well, I might do a background. We'll see how I feel. But other than that, then I just need to get him cleaned up a little bit and framed, and he'll be ready to go to his forever home. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope